Hello, Jags. I'm Mary Hawkins Butler, and I am honored to be your mayor. I'm your biggest fan. Not only do you compete athletically, but also academically. Oh, we are so proud of you. You compete locally, you compete regionally, and nationally. We know that the time is now. You can make your mark. Go out and get it. Nothing is impossible. We are behind you, and we love you.
At Merit Health Medical Group, our mission is to provide high-quality health care in a convenient hometown location. Our team of primary and specialty care providers is here to take care of your family's immediate medical needs. With over 30 clinics and numerous specialties in Central Mississippi, we're here to help you live a happier, healthier life. Merit Health Medical Group. Good health is just around the corner.
At Mac Hike, football is in our blood. It's about teamwork, hard work, and dedication, kind of like selling cars. And Mac Hike, well, we're the best in the game. You won't find lower prices on new trucks anywhere else than at Mac Hike. No matter what brand you pick, you always get up to $14,000 off MSRP on your new Ford, Ram, or Chevrolet. And that's what's called having skin in the game. Visit any of our 5 Mac Hike locations today.
Get that great Mac Hike feeling.
Quality, integrity, and excellence. Kincaid's Fine Clothing, Old Town Square, Ridgeland.
Welcome to the Coach Anthony Hart Show here on the Madison Central Football Network, MCBigBlue.com, and Super Talk Mississippi 97.3. As always, brought to you by Kincaid's Fine Clothing in Ridgeland. Jaguars improved to 9-2, 5-2 in conference. Coach, a very decisive win over Greenville, 35-0. Shut them out. Got a chance to play a lot of players in the second half. That went very quick. Even got players in the first half, and anytime you can do that, that's a good thing.
Yeah, you know, it was a good night for us. I thought our young kids that normally aren't on the field did real well, and you know, had 5 starters out. Of course, we knew that going in, but the ones that stepped in for them did a great job.
Coach, obviously we talk a lot about Jimmy Holiday and what a great player he is for us, but after this year he's not going to be with us. And we saw the heir apparent, Tate Collins, was 83%, 5 of 6 for 54 yards. Didn't throw it a lot, but it also carried it, I thought, very with some authority there for 55 yards, a couple of touchdowns for him. I'm sure that was really good to give him a starting scenario and give him a full game experience like that, because obviously he'll be more than likely our starter next year.
Well, you know, of course you didn't want Jimmy to be out under the circumstances, but him being out, it gave us a chance to play Tate. And when, you know, something you want to do all year is play your backup quarterback in quality situations, but we haven't had a lot of those opportunities. And Friday night was a good opportunity, and he went in there and he played like he knew what he was doing and did a good job for us.
Coach, Duke Arnold ran the ball well. He got many carries, 14 for 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really thought Javarius, he only had 4 carries, but boy, they were big, 45 yards and a touchdown. He was running with authority as well. He was kind of man on a mission there.
Yeah, those 2 guys, you know, they are bell cows at the running back position, and how they go, we go in the running game a lot of nights, and they just need to continue to do that and run hard and have good nights like we had Friday.
229 yards rushing the football. It was obvious that you guys were going to try to burn the clock and do as much as you could, and it was a nice decisive victory over Greenville. And then, of course, I also thought it was very touching at the beginning of the game with obviously Jeremiah Williams' mother on the pregame. We all know what happened last year, and then to see our Madison mamas and parents that were out there as well. And then post-game, I thought that was probably one of the neatest things I've ever seen. Our kids and their kids, our players, getting together to remember that young man. Looked up, saw the commotion, didn't know what was going on, but then when I saw that, I thought that was really special.
Yeah, you know, it's been a challenge. You know, last year was a challenging time, but it was good that could happen Friday night, you know, for maybe a little closure may not be the right word,
a little healing.
But that it doesn't hurt.
I thought it was very respectful of our players to join over there with theirs after that. And, of course, what we lived through a year ago. And we continue to lift up the Williams family. We'll continue with you here on the Coach Anthony Hart Show here on the Madison Central Football Network, mcbigblue.com, and Super Talk Mississippi. Back after this timeout.
In Madison, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Rodney Stokes for your insurance and financial needs.
Whether you're looking for a mortgage to help with that starter home, want to start saving for law school, need a business loan for your bakery, or a personal loan for your dream car, we'll be here. No matter what your financial goals may be, we can help tailor a plan to help you reach them.
Accidents aren't planned. Mississippi Sports Medicine Orthopedic Urgent Care. You're in, you're out. You're better.
It's game day. All you should be worried about is the score, because we've got the food covered. With fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Welcome back to the Coach Anthony Hart Show here on the Madison Central Football Network, mcbigblue.com, Super Talk Mississippi, 97.3. A 35-0 win over Greenville, as obviously defense didn't play a whole lot in that ball game, Coach, but when we did, we were pretty effective. You know,
I think we had 17 snaps total, and we came out and executed and made the plays and got them off the field quickly, and offense kind of took over from there. But, I was pleased with the intensity we came out defensively. It could have been a night where you weren't that way, but certainly they were.
Coach, talk about Hayes. I mean, he has just come on 4 tackles on the ball game. He's getting some looks from the next level. I think I saw, if you buy into the star system, they're saying he's a 3-star, maybe a 4-star. He's really had a great senior year, hasn't he?
Sure has. He's played with injuries. A lot of times a player gets hurt, he's done. Not Hayes. Hayes has been having to battle some stuff, but you don't know it. You can't tell it by the way he practices, the way he plays, the way he works in the weight room. He's just a kid that's all in.
William White with 3 tackles. You got some more young people in there. JT Evans had 2 sacks. C.J. Barney with a sack. Quintavious Hogan also with a sack. Very fast second half with the running clock. But this defense, Coach, talk about this defense, how young they are. I know you talk about that every week, but we really are very youthful there, and that's going to pay off for next year. But talk about how this team on defensive side of the ball has really grown up this year.
Just a couple of seniors out there, and, as we started the season, we got 8 new guys, and so next year that won't be the case. We'll have that unit will be nearly intact coming back for the year next year, and it's just an exciting future for us on defense.
Obviously, this week has been a different week. We woke up in a different world on Tuesday morning, Coach, with this cold weather, but that's probably going to prepare us for tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be cold tonight, and just something that you've got to overcome and deal with. It's going to be cold on both sidelines, not just on one. And once the flow of the game starts, I don't think it'll be a factor with the kids after they start playing. Warm-ups, pregame, they'll feel a little there, but the guys on the field, they won't ever know it.
We'll talk about this Olive Branch team when we come back. Brought to you by Kincaid's Fine Clothing in Ridgeland, as always. The Coach Anthony Hart Show, right here on the Madison Central Football Network.
Nobody does spicy chicken like Wendy's. And now, spicy nuggets are back. So all hail the Queen of Spice. That's right. And get a free 6-piece when you mobile order through the app.
Welcome back to the Coach Anthony Hart Show here on the Madison Central Football Network, mcbigblue.com. Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 is always brought to you by Kincaid's Fine Clothing. Olive Branch, Coach, 8-3, 6-1 in Region 1. Brand new season getting kicked off tonight up here in North Mississippi. Longest road trip we've made of the year. Yeah,
it is. It's the first real long road trip we've made. But, you know, it's the playoffs. You know, you expect cold temperatures. You expect to travel. Tough opponents. You know, it all lines up for you.
Coach, this team averages about 24 points per game. They lost 2 of their 3 losses at home. But really, I think what we need to talk about with this football team is defensively, they've got some outstanding players over there, don't they?
They do. They have a linebacker who's a dandy dozen this year, and then they have a defensive lineman, number 99, who's got an offer from SEC schools, and you know they've got some more good players. They're very aggressive, very good up front on defense, and you know we're going to have to be ready for it.
They have 13 sacks, 16 interceptions, 92 tackles for loss on the year. 57 quarterback hurries and forced 9 fumbles. We're going to take care of the football here tonight. Obviously, we're going to have to make some things happen with probably some dynamic plays tonight, won't we?
No doubt. Because like I said, you know, I compare them to the teams in our league on defense. Salponola's, Starkville's, they're right there with them. So you know, it's going to be a football game. We're going to have to be prepared and go out and play hard.
Coach, let's talk about them offensively just a little bit. They've got a pretty good running back, Banks, who averages 128 yards per game. He's got 15 touchdowns. They got another guy behind him, Jeffries, who averages about 78 yards per game. Kind of reminds us of us, a 1-2 punch back in that backfield.
Yeah, they're very good running the football. You know, they're good offensive line, 2 or 3 good backs. Quarterback manages the game, but makes throws when he needs to. But you know, it's going to be a who can stop the run night more than likely.
Think this will probably be a low-scoring game, huh?
Well, you never know. Yeah. You never know. We'll see.
About the team mentally right now, obviously, I know you wanted to be undefeated. I know you wanted to be at home. It is a brand new season, but obviously mentally this team, I know y'all probably concentrated on being focused this week and knowing about the job is saying this is probably, I'm sure, a business trip. We got to go up here and take care of business.
You know, like I told them, the three years prior to this, we've played 9 playoff football games in 3 years, and 7 of them's been on the road. So it's not like it's a new experience for any of them. We've been on the road in the playoffs, and it's just something we're going to have to deal with and make the best of.
The Conquistadors of Olive Branch and the Madison Central Jaguars, opening round of the playoffs, and it's coming up next. We'll return to the field after this timeout. Coach, want to say congratulations on making the playoffs. Best of luck to you, your players, your staff, your coaches, and everyone involved, and let's go get a win.
Thank you.
We'll return to the field after this timeout here on the Madison Central Football Network.
You made a promise to work, to lend a hand, to push, to build, to invest yourself, to make a difference. You made a promise, and so did we. To Mississippi, to each other. Bank Plus, it's more than a name, it's a promise.